So here I am, live once again. Just gonna pull open this. Right click, get in there. Get in there. There. Okie dokie, there's that. I'm just gonna grab that, put that like that. Flip it to that. Come on. There we go. Hello, Kayla. Ah, wrong click. And I don't know, and I hope it does at least. Of course not, but anyway. I do not know if you can tell, but that my hair is now the new color. I know maybe just a bit darker, but it is that new blue, indigo blue. Here, maybe this might help. Hold on. Where? Oh, that really did not have much, but anyway. But yeah, it's the indigo black color. But anyway, it is much darker and much better. And this is the same hair color that I had in high school. So I'm kind of like back to my old high school look kind of a thing. And I also did my eyebrows too, in case you didn't see that. Get out of the way. Okay, now this can get out of the way. That can go like that. This can go like that. That can go like this. That can go there. That way I can see what's going on. And then from there we can go habadoof fadoof. So anyway, almost. Get over there. So the point of this live shenanigan is to actually demonstrate how I prefer to pretty much make and prepare. Nope. 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 All that I did with my eyebrows was just put the dye on it. The same dye that was put there. That's the only thing that I did. But essentially make a 7-day money candle and just show my step-by-step method and what I'm using to make it happen. So the first thing before I even do anything, I'm gonna have this just go sit over here. I'm gonna grab this thing, a Turo deck, and this happened to be the one closest to me, Turo V, and now I'm just gonna divinate it right quick to see how in the heck I should be going about this, just to see. And for those of you that are new here, before you even do any kind of spell work, I don't care if you're trying to boost someone or even trying to do some kind of healing work on you. It's always best to throw a divination out just to double check and be sure. Because you never know, you might do a healing spell and all of a sudden it turns out you were just overreacting about a potential illness that turned out to be nothing. You're just overly anxious. That's why you just got to divinate. Okay, so let's see. Current standing, if you would. Okay. That's kind of ironic because two ways about going about making this thing. The step-by-step procedure is the same. It's just the way that I'm using the ingredients is different. That can be different. Choice 1. Give me 3 for choice 1. Okay. Well, looks like 1 is going to be up. Yep. Looks like number 1 is clearly going to win. There's nothing really that can beat that. But, just to be sure, choice 2, because you never know. Okay. Okay, now that's making it a little bit difficult. Oh, okay, well, pull one more for each just to clarify the upkeep of it. Okay. Okay, well, now that clears it all up. So let's say option one is going to be the way that I'm going to be going about it. And in case if you wanted to know, pretty much this is what came out for the pathway that I got. Current position was the King of Pentacles, but this one's not their everyday King of Pentacles. This one's actually pretty timid and scared for his life about financial standing. So there was that current position. The first card to come out on the side that I chose, Two of Cups, which is perfect in fulfillment harmony. Next one, King of Cups, or definitely not Vlad the Impaler. And then next card is Fuck This Neck, my card. And then we have the King of Twigs. So I think, yeah, it don't matter what the other side got because nothing kind of compares to whenever my card pops up. So we're good. So it's like the first intuitive way was the correct way. So we're going to go with it. So, espresso kick in the tush. Okay, let's prepare this thing. And I'll say everything I do step by step. Well, as you all know, first and foremost, I don't know what has been on this thing. I don't know who licked it. I don't know who decided to, smell it and do crazy stuff with it. So I got to cleanse it first. Yeah. 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 Can't forget it. Okay, there to go. Nice and new. Yeah. There go, just for good measure. So now, for financial, so now we can have any of these numbers come in. We can have a total of, we can go with one hole. We can go with three. But not three. Four, but four is kind of stagnant. Five, yeah, five can be kind of like a short burst, but then it can't sustain itself. Well, six, well, that one is sustainable, but that one's been meant for like resurrecting standing, and I don't want to have to go through the same standing again. Well, seven is usually seen as a number of confusion and stagnation too, and uniqueness, and we don't want that one. We could say eight because eight is an infinitely, sustained and it's permanent and it sustains itself, so it's like a stable. Well, nine. When I seen the number nine, I think, oh, missed it by that much. So it's like getting all the way close, but missing it at the last point. And then 10, well, completion and woo. So I'm going with the number 8 for this one. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Oh, coffee got in the way. So I'm going to be sticking this thing 8 times. You can take that however you deem fit. So 8 hokey pokies. So we're going to go 1. Get in there. There's a 1. There's a 2. There's a 3. And there's a 4. Just twisting a little bit so that way the hole gets. Oh, that sounds nasty. Okay, there's 4. And now I'm going to go like right in between each of those holes, like right there. 5, 6, 7. And 8 right there. Get in there. And I'm going to take, all that wax is useless and just go into the garbaggio. And now the whole check. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're good. We got 8 holes in this thing. So from there, I'm going to take my and also green keyboard for giggles. I'm going to take that and put it down below. I'm going to get my little mini here. Let's see. Let's see if that's visible. If it's not visible, well, I don't know what to say. Let's see. Look up. Ah, there they go. Much better. Get this out of my way. My other. Okay, so first and foremost, the dried herbs. Let's see. I'm going to plop. Careful, cupcake. I'm going to plop in rosemary. But why rosemary? Well, simple. Rosemary is an herb that pretty much has the energy of Surya, the king. And, well, if the king says something for it, then it wants it. And also, rosemary is kind of a bit of a snappy, smacking, kind of pushy kind of a plant. The next one will be orange peel. Orange peel, even orange in general, is a really optimistic kind of a plant. And it's owned by Jupiter. So essentially, Sun with rosemary, Jupiter with orange peel, and Jupiter I like to call the planet that's like Oprah Winfrey. There we go. It took me a minute how to say that. And yeah. So right there we have the king and the advisor together in one spot. A nutmeg. And also orange is a really optimistic way, and there's nothing else like orange, so it brings a unique support to it. Of course, the vitamin C also adds into that as well. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a really good financial luck assistant. But be careful, don't eat too much of nutmeg because it's a hallucinogenic if not taken carefully. And nutmeg does kind of add a bit of a sweet, spicy kick in the tush to whatever working you're popping it in. And last but not least, when it comes to these herbs, nice and simple. I'm not going to put not too much in this thing. Next is going to be English. Actually, I think I might add one more in here if I can remember where I put the dragon's blood. English sage. Now, English sage, well, it's essentially, well, again, like with all sages, it pretty much cleanses and neutralizes and allows something to come in. All sages do that. But this one has the ability to add like a protective energy to whatever you're doing or like what you're intending it to do. But at the same time, it does encourage let it go. It does encourage wealth, and it also does provide some wisdom and kind of a guidance of guru to it too. So there's also another Jupiterian plant. So we're gonna just tell this thing to get in there. That should do it. Now I'm gonna get rid of that, put that in the side over here. That way I won't decide to be like, what? I'm gonna open and break, make a hot mess. None of that. Okay, so there's that. Oh, that hurt. Stepped on something sharp, and I'm not gonna scream crocodile tears in pain because that really did hurt. Let's see. Where is my bloody dragon's blood? Where the bloody heck did it go? Aha! Look what I. Nope, that cake was a lie. It's murder instead. That cake was a lie. Okay, well, never mind. Found it anyway. Gotcha. can have the dragon's blood. Get in there. And of course, dragon's blood. Well, it can protect you. It can do a lot of wonders for love work, and also give any kind of magical working a motivating kick to the tush. So if it doesn't take a little bit, even the dust part, because that's G and P, good and plenty. Yeah, right there. Okay, I'm gonna close that up. Plop that to there. Now I'm going to take this, put it over to the left. And now I'm going to take the oils I'm going to plop in this thing, mix them onto this little vial. Excuse me. I'm going to be putting in my own blessing oil mix because I really don't have a money drawing oil. And believe it or not, this kind of magic is the kind that I'm really not really, because I tend to not really use magic for this reason. And I was asked to do something like this anyway. So, wish granted. So, first and foremost, I'm going to put some Frankie in here. Frankie. Well, essentially, when in doubt, just use Frankie. It's like resin. I'm going to add a total of how many in here? 3? Good to me. Okay, get in there. We got loading. Get in there. Come on. Come on, Frankie. Ain't got them, day. 1, 2, 3. Wah. Okay, good. I'm going to put a Frankie over yonder. Next would be Vivi or Vivi. I like to call that because it sounds better than vetiver. Vetiver. Vetiver is essentially, think of vetiver like you're going down deep to the root and you're going like breaking through a boundary. Just well, it smells like dirt. And money is dirty, so might as well. How many of this one? Okay. Ooh. 1. Come on. Get in there. 2. 3. Good enough for me. Next. That's the juniper berry. Juniper berry, the little battering ram of terror. I'm going to put a total of... Okay. And also Juniper berry having the energy of Scorpio. Well, believe it or not, Scorpio does have the original power of the 8th house. And the 8th house also rules over taxes. Yes, taxes. So, universe, I'm going to have to tax you. I'm going to have to tax you some of that wealth, if you wouldn't mind. Next is going to be turmeric. Now, turmeric is part of the ginger family, but turmeric in particular is more of an earthy fire. So we're going to have a bit of a motivating financial movement, if that makes sense. Because it's also a ginger, it does add some heat and some oomph to it. Okay, you're crazy though. Total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. And of course, if you do not have any of the oils that I'm using, yes, you can use just the dry plant. Next, one of my favorite ones to have. Roman chamomile. Well, what's so good about Roman chamomile? Well, I'll tell you this much. In a nutshell, Roman chamomile. Whenever you put the essential oil with another essential oil or an herbal mix or an oil mixture, any plant-based material or essential oil or dry herb that it comes into contact with, it actually motivates and empowers and makes it perform much better than but not being there. So how much from this one? Okay. 1. Quack. Okay, so now we're gonna plop in here my own blessing oil mixture that I've had since Moses walked the earth, pretty much. Okay, fine. I'll be honest. Fine, I've had it since 2017. Calm down. Still smells like how it did when I first made it. Go to figure. There's a little bit of it in here. A little bit more. Okay, that should do it. Okay, now we're gonna go like this. Let's mix it all around. Ah, perfect. It actually smells like, currency in a way. So, from here, we're now going to take this lovely oil mixture. Now we're just going to dump it all into this thing. Just like that. Hold onto the bottle. And now we're just going to spin it right around, baby. Right around and get it all oil and greased up. Yep, I'm just twisting it like this, so that way all of the wetness gets, just all over the place. Because, why not? Get it nice and oily in there, why don't you? And if need be, you might have to get your fingers a bit oily just to, evenly spread the greasiness. It just smells like paper. And now I'm also going to add some glitter. Why glitter? Why bring a fairy and any of that stuff in here? Well, I'll tell you this much, okay? It does add a little bit of a boost to it. First, I'm going to add some green. Release the lid. Cupcake, let go. Good, thank you. And now, when we add the glitter, we're not going to be going like, no. We're just going to gingerly tap it out. I'm going to go like, boing, boing. Just like that, not the whole bottle. Okay, we got a green. And now we're going to add some purple to it. A light purple. But purple, the color of royalty. Come on now. Okay, now we're going to go. Get out of there. Voila. Okay. Now that it looks like it's definitely not Joker in there. Like, oh, totally Joker had nothing to do with this. Purple and green. Totally had nothing to do with this. Just gonna smack it around a little bit just to get anything that's like loose in there to scooch out of the way. So now we have it looking like that. Okay, whoop-de-whoop. Now, the herbs from earlier. Well, we can't see because that's that way. We're going to take the same bottle. Oh, there's a little bit of oil left. So, out it goes. Just to make sure that it all got out. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to just simply take the same bottle. And now we're going to use this as our masher. Well, because since there's not really that much in here anyway, just squishy and squish it up. I don't know what that was, and I could care less what it was, so resume. Just going around like that. And of course, the whole time, as I'm squishing this thing, I'm saying in my head, what the heck do I want these things to do? And not just thinking, okay, this plus this plus this will make money fall in me hand. No. That should do it. Uh-huh. Goody. So now, yep, you guessed it. We dump it all in there. Well, not well, but a practical amount, and not make the wick drown a bit. So we're gonna slide it in there very gingerly. Get in there! Come on, honey. Cupcake, get out of there. Thank you. There in the back. Okay. Now, if we were to light it like this, that'd be stupid. So now what we're gonna do is just give it a smack around a little bit, so that way it all evenly gets distributed. And voila. Just slap myself in the face with this thing. That should do it. Voila. Okay, it's dressed now. Can we light it? No. We're not even close. Now that we have that thing dressed, we now got to figure out some carvings and symbols and, all that lovely fun thing to put on there next. So, if we wanted to, of course, we can just put on something like the symbol of Mercury or Jupiter and call it good. But no. No. We're gonna have to put in some more work instead of just being lazy like that. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a piece of hematite. Another piece of hematite. Get out of there. Okay, not you. Didn't need you anyway. We grab some pieces of aventurine. A few more. Do 4. Oh wait, it's right there in front of my face. Never mind. Okay, that should do it. Actually, give me that. Give me that one. You, and 2 more. I'll grab you. And you one. And you. Okay. So here we go. Oh. So, the fun part. The symbol making. Okay, let's see here. I don't want to have it be basic and being like, oh, wee, money come to me. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't like, what's it called? Basicality, I think. I'm just gonna go with that. So anyway, let's see here. Thinking outside the box. Okay, so I got my intention. So now I'm gonna make a symbol out of it. So we're gonna go like this, like that, then like this, then like that, then there, then that, Okay, so now the symbol. Let's see here. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Put that there. Definitely get rid of that too. There's that, and get rid of that one. I'm going to put that there. Go like that. There's that. There's that. I'm going to put that on that side and make that. And then like that. So roll up. Well, I don't know if you can tell because it's in yellow, but there it is. So now I'm going to take this and plop it on the candle thing. Alrighty, here to go. Should not be using yellow for this, but who cares? So we're going to go. And the thing is, if all you got's like a yellow Sharpie and you can't see, just simply just draw it through as you see it on the paper, or whatever apparatus that you have used to draw it. And really just remember how you drew it, and then you should be A-okay. There we go. And just like that. It's, well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's on there now. And then, of course, other stereotypical things I want to add onto there. So most definitely want to add a. So with the symbol, I'm going to go like so. I'm going to make a triangle pointing upward, casing it all the way up, all the way back, all the way to the top. And then make a square around it. That way it won't be able to do any kind of shenanigans and get out of it. And there. And there we go. So then from there, I'm going to now surround it with, in this case, I'm going to be using two kinds of crystals. Grain aventurine. The grain aventurine is going to go right here on this side. Whoops. Here. I'm going to scooch it over this way. That way it'll stand. So we have a grain aventurine there on that side. We're going to have another grain aventurine on this side. And then we're going to have another grain aventurine on the other side. We have our first triangle like that. Well, I'm going to have to scooch it up a bit because the hematite ain't going to fit. So there's that. Now for the other side, we're going to have, well, not the other side, the other stone. We're going to have one piece of hematite go onto this side. And then we're going to have another piece of hematite going on the other side. In this case, I'm going to put the hematite that's shaped like a heart. Instead, I'm going to be putting it behind it, pretty much the opposite side where the point is. And I'm going to take this other hematite and, whoa, Nelly! Yeah, that one likes to fly. And then we're going to put it on that side. So now both sides of this thing are going to be making like a triangle on both sides. So that way it's stuck in a different loop going up and up and up and up and all over the place. So without further ado, that thing is all set to go. They're ready to be lit. Just like that. And voila, and there it is. Wait, I'm going to scooch it over. Whoa, no, you're not going to, no. Stay. There. Okay, so that is essentially it. Are there any questions whatsoever? If anybody has any. If not, yay. If do, then let them rip. Other than that, if there are no questions, I'll be starting another live stream for open live reads and the whatnot. So speaking out of whatever hold your pieces and cues and whatever else you have in hand. Turn off the light. Oh, the glitter? Well, because the thing with glitter, the glitter adds the element of color to it. And when you're watching a candle burn, you can kind of also track how the energy is going to be coming out of it. So, for example, you have what? Okay. So you have the color magic aspect going into it. And when you have the candle burning, you can actually track the progress of it. And say, for example, like as soon as you light it, you know, like you see the glitter get close to the candle flame, and then it gets stuck against the wall. So you can kind of see like in early manifestations of it, the first, the first manifestation of this work, it's going to come out with a bang, and then if there's more down below it, it'll keep banging it, kind of like having like big noticeable signs of it working. But if there is none of that, you can actually see, like if there's nothing on the side with the glitter, you can notice that it may not do anything. And then at the very bottom, all the glitter there and it's at the very wall of the glass. Then that's when you can see that nothing's going to happen, but it's going to come out of left field, like out of nowhere. And the purple, again, the purple is the color of royalty. And what happens when you have somebody that's like a queen say, hey, give me that? You nod your head, you say yes, and you give it. So, maybe does that answer the question? And it doesn't have to be just strictly one color. You can use more than one. If I wanted to, I could put in every color of the rainbow, but that would be impractical. So, goody. And more questions. Up to the garbage time. This one. Oh, okay. Yes, especially scented. And actually, the best candle for healing is actually, believe it or not, black. But black! Simple. What happens when you throw something into the color black? It gobbles it up. Oh, look at that. Hello, Ivy. I'm going to be starting another live for readings in a short bit, so that way you know. And I just got done making this lovely green thing. What are we doing? There we go. I just also want to take a quick wash of myself because I'm kind of sweaty. A little hot and sweaty. So, oh. I'm going to go to wash myself and, not be sticky. And I'll have the next live stream scheduled for readings next. So I'll just see all of you there on the neck for the reading. So see you then. Okay.